Wow, you guys, this year has really flown by, but it's already the week of Christmas, and in the spirit of people opening packages and cool things that have arrived, I'm going to be doing the Mailtime Q&A for December 2024 because I have a lot of boxes that have arrived. I have some stuff sent by fans. I have some parts that have arrived for a mini ITX build for one final build for 2024 that I'm actually pretty excited about. And yes, I do have one really important question to answer too.
Excellent!
Today's video is brought to you by the Paul's Hardware store on paulshardware.net, the only official source for Paul's Hardware merchandise. Tantalizing t-shirts, brilliant beer sets, high-quality hoodies, and more, all featuring the classic thumbscrew for tasteful and refined viewers, or the 8-bit thumbscrew for tasteful and refined viewers who hate curves. New designs are added sporadically and at random, so head over to paulshardware.net and get some of that sweet, sweet merch right now. Or not right now, after you watch the video. Either way.
We're going to keep the Q&A session short today because we have quite a pile of packages to unbox. But this question comes from a longtime viewer of the show, Joe, my editor, who asked the very important question that I definitely didn't feed.
Yo, what you got for 2025?
What am I excited about in 2025, Joe? Wow, what a great question that you're asking me. You definitely... It's a great question, Joe. Thank you very much for asking. I'm gonna do a three-part answer. The first thing that I'm most excited about is what I'm hoping will be a bit of a renaissance for budget PC gaming. PC gaming has gotten more and more expensive in the past few years. Prices have gone up, and especially with new graphics cards launching, which often determine how performant a gaming PC can be, there haven't been very many good cards that have launched for less than $300 that offer a good bump up in performance versus what was available 2 or 4 or 6 years ago. The Intel Arc B580 has been a very refreshing change for that. It just launched in the past couple weeks, and there's been a lot of excitement about that. They've been having a hard time keeping them on store shelves. So what I'm kind of looking for now that we have the B580 as an option is competing cards in the same price range that have similar performance, if not better, from AMD and NVIDIA when they launch their next-gen cards in 2025. And then also feeding that into the idea that you could build an entire PC gaming setup with a, say, 1440, 144 hertz or better refresh rate monitor, as well as an entire gaming PC for around $1,000, like $800 or so for the system, $200 or so for a monitor of that class, and I think we're really close to that. So that's what I'm going to be pitching for new builders in 2025, especially people who are just getting into PC gaming for the first time, and I'm really hoping that the hardware falls into place so that we can tell people, yes, look, here's an awesome PC you can buy for around $1,000. The other things I'm excited about, I guess kind of secondarily, would be the RTX 50 series, the new graphics cards that are launching. Like, I'm less excited about those because I'm really anticipating that they're going to be very expensive and maybe not the best price to performance, but who knows? We'll see what happens. And then kind of related to like YouTube and the tech stuff, but sort of not, is I would really like to get my secondary channel up and running in 2025, which is going to be like not related to tech much. I want to do a brick channel. I want to do a Lego channel with Lego builds and stuff like that. Even if it's just casual and no one watches, like I just want to do that from time to time. So hopefully I can make time for that as well. But in the meantime, I have a bunch of packages to unbox, so let's transition over to mail time, where if you would like to send me a package, you can do that. Just send it to P.O. Box 4325, Diamond Bar, California, and that's where this first package was delivered to. Our first package here comes from Russell P. from Tennessee. This one has some weight to it. It has some heft. I'm kind of excited that maybe there's a beverage inside. Who knows? We'll find out. Happy Christmas to me. Happy Christmas to... Oh, look, a note. Aha! You're very close, Russell. Hey, Paul, greetings from Memphis. Greetings back to Memphis. I trust this finds you in time for the charity live stream. Almost, but not quite. We did have our charity live stream last weekend, and it was really great, and people were very generous, and we raised more than $35,000 for Children's Miracle Network hospitals. By the way, if you want to enter to win the excellent video cards and gaming PCs that we have, check out that video. All the giveaways should still be open. I think Kyle's end on Christmas Eve and mine end on like the 29th or so. So you can still donate, you can still enter, and thanks to all of you guys for your generosity with that event. All right, if I share this with Kyle, he should be supervised while opening. Good call. Thank you for another year of awesome hardware content, and give a toast from me to the hardest working editor in SoCal. That's you, Joe. Shout out to Joe. Classy, Russ. Also want to say it was a pleasure to speak with you at the LTX meet and greet last year. At the time, I forgot to thank you directly for the tips keeping makeup brushes and chopsticks in my PC toolbox. Brilliant. The chopstick advice is, yeah, I still use a chopstick with PC building all the time. I think CES coverage next month could be pretty dope. There should be some interesting things this time. Yes, we're really excited for the CES announcements. Fabulous holiday. Russell, thank you so much. What a, like this is everything I look for mail time. We have just thoughtful, kind words. And yes, absolutely, these are beverages. Oh, we have even more stuff. Ooh, that's the one that Kyle's afraid of.
No, the one with the cork.
Bottle.
Well, yeah, but it was the larger version of Chimay, I believe, Grand Reserve with the cork that got Kyle. Oh, look at that. The Crowler. And lastly, a little book. Little book called On Bullshit by Harry G. Frankfurt. Paul, you should read this, says Russell. One of the most salient features of our culture is that there is so much bullshit. Everyone knows this. All right, I'm not going to read the entire thing right now, but this seems like some good reading. It's right up my alley as well. Russ, thank you so much. Well, this is fabulous. I'm really glad that I was able to pick this up from my P.O. box this morning. 90 shilling. Ooh, this is 8.4%. This is dangerous. And then we also have St. Bernardus, which I haven't tried this one. Ooh, 10%. These are heavy. These are dangerous. Next package is from Children's Miracle Network Hospitals. So when you sign up for Extra Life, they associate you, or you can do a general donation, or you can connect with your local Children's Miracle Network Hospitals, which for us is Children's Hospital Los Angeles. And they have a great system set up where if you hit certain goals, they send you a little thank you. Thank you for your unwavering commitment and unmatched desire to change kids' health to change the future. Wishing you and yours a joyous and holiday season and Happy New Year. With love, Haley Beckstrand and the entire team at Extra Life. What a kind little note. Ooh. And, oh, we have chocolate. Chocolate. Some truffles. Which I won't complain about, because I love truffles. But you know, this time of year, you get lots of candy, lots of sweets. So I like that it's a small box of truffles. Next package was sent by ADATA. And I was kind of surprised, because I actually haven't talked to ADATA for a little while, I feel like. I've been out of touch with them. But nevertheless, they sent a package, and it is here, so I'm going to open it. Ah, XPG. XPG is ADATA's gaming brand. They make memory, I think peripherals and stuff as well. And inside, ooh, oh, look at that. Is this like a little travel container? I think it is a little travel container. Oh, it is. All right, look. Wait, that's it's soap. It's a bar of soap that is a mouse soap. So
You rub that over your ass, it's gonna be weird.
I mean, obviously, when I use soap, Joe, I clean my ass as well. That's part of it. All right, we got a lanyard, a nice lanyard in here. We have name card, a name tag holder. It says Paul. Oh, it's like if you lose it, you know, then people can remember it's yours.
Does it have a place for your wallet?
Your wallet? No, Joe, I always remember my wallet. Oh, this is, all right, so that's just little things so you can tie it down. All right, so, the foam is removable, and then it, leaves you a little pouch there, for toiletries, right, Joe?
Toiletries.
Joe, for some reason, when I first used the word toiletries with him, thought it was the funniest word ever, and it was like, toiletries. You guys use the word toiletries? All right, I'm saving the computer parts for last so I can go through them quickly because there's gonna be a follow-up video on that where I actually build a system out of them. The final remaining package here that's not components for that build is this, which was sent over by Best Buy because I paid money to them to order a product and then they sent it in the mail. Ironically, or unironically, or I don't know if that's the right word, I don't know why it took me so long to just get one of these. I know why, it's because I was being cheap. I was trying to find a really good deal on one. I originally ordered them from AliExpress because they had this great deal, and then of course the seller just never shipped it because it's a scam. Then I ordered from Amazon, and instead of ordering directly from Amazon, there was a marketplace seller who had a good deal, the ratings looked good, and then they of course were like, they marked it as shipped right away, but then the tracking number just never did anything. I looked back, the seller was a scammer, they refunded me. I finally just ordered from Best Buy for, I think, retail, and they shipped it to me the next day, and now it's here. So Amazon, you lost a sale because of those scammers. I now have a DJI Osmo Pocket 3, which Joe also has, And that's part of the reason I got one, is because I like Joe's. It's handheld, portable, has built-in gimbal. This has been out for like a year or two already, but really solid 4K performance. So I'm gonna take this to CES because it's really easy to carry, and it can also get nice footage zooming in and all that kind of thing. So Osmo Pocket 3, I now have, after my third attempt at buying one. Rounding things out, I have components for an awesome mini ITX build that I have been gathering over the past week. And I wasn't originally going to do this as part of the like a Q&A unboxing, but I decided it's that time of year. We're not quite ready to get the build all completed for you guys before Christmas. So this build video should be going up the week after Christmas, and I'm excited because it's mini ITX. It's a system designed for video editing, but perfectly good for gaming, of course, as well. And we will be taking this to CES, where hopefully, fingers crossed, we will not immediately kill it with static shock like we did with Joe's epic build that we took to CES last year. But power supply, all white SP850, 850 watt from Lian Li. But this one is small, SFX form factor, so it'll give us more room to work in the case, and it's got all white cables, so that's cool too. We're not gonna need to use extensions or anything like that. I actually ended up getting quite a few parts from Newegg this time around because I was going for some stuff that was kind of new. In fact, so new that Gigabyte, who is one of my sponsors for CES 2025, told me they couldn't get one. They're doing end of the year inventory, stuff like that. So I was able to find one of these at retail, thankfully, ordered it on eBay, and then like the seller wasn't shipping quickly again, and then it popped up on Newegg, so I was able to grab it there. This is one of the only mini ITX all white X870 motherboards that are currently on the marketplace. This is, I think, pretty much the only all-white mini ITX X870 motherboard that is currently out, and it's cool. It's got a nice feature set. It looks really good, so that'll be good. That's a good. I'm glad we got that board because it was one of the key components that arrived latest, but it did get here. All right, next up is our graphics card. Ta-da! It's a RTX 4070 Ti Super. I did want to go with the 4080 Super originally. There's a pretty slim, somewhat smaller 4080 Super that MSI makes, but wasn't able to get one. So downgraded a little bit to the 4070 Ti. This still has 16 gigs of VRAM, which is fine. And since our focus with this build is actually video editing, the GPU matters a little bit less. A little bit less. And we still have, like I said, 16 gigs of VRAM, which is the same on the 4070 Ti Super and the 4080 Super. And this is the Eagle card, of course, which is going to mostly match the color scheme. It's sort of a white and silver finish. But I think most importantly was that I was able to get it in time to put the build together. So there's our GPU. In this box, we have CPU cooler and fans, and these were hand-delivered by Thermaltake. Thermaltake is also a sponsor for my CES 2025 coverage. And they also make some lovely all-white components that are gonna match great with the build. It's fine, everything's fine over there. Ta-da, all-in-one liquid cooler and our fans, the CT120s, which are available in reverse and standard. Of course, they've got RGB, but they also have all-white housings, and they also have that cool daisy chain feature that will allow them to connect up along with the fans that come with the TH240 V2 Ultra, our ARGB Sync Snow Edition. I did mention our CPU. We're going with a 9950X, 16 core, so this cooler should be just fine, keeping up with that. And of course, it's got all the matchy blinginess. So that's our cooler and our fans. I totally left something important in one of these boxes.
Memory.
Oh yeah, I almost forgot the memory. Anyway, there's our memory, Ripjaws M5 RGB kit, and I was on the fence about this because I wanted an Expo kit because it's easier and works a little bit better to plug in for AMD systems. This kit actually doesn't have Expo settings. It does have XMP, and AMD motherboards, like AM5 motherboards, can still plug in XMP settings, but this was admittedly mainly purchased because it's got the white finish, it's got good speed and timings. It's actually 6400 speed and cast latency 32, and this is for you, Joe. I wanted lots of memory. Joe likes lots of memory, and that was one of our limitations last year when we had to fall back to using our backup system. It only had 32 gigs of RAM, and Joe would occasionally run out. Sure, 64 gigs, easy enough to find, but this is a 48 gig by 2 kit, so 96 gigs total in just 2 sexy white RAM sticks. So there's our memory. The last component, other than an SSD, we're gonna use a couple 4TB Lexar SSDs, is the case. And I was on the verge of using this case right here, the Mechanic Master C28 Cool Cube. Has a handle on top. It actually supports micro ATX motherboards as well as mini ITX. There's a few different configurations you can use with this case, but this wasn't my first choice. my first choice is actually this case from Thermaltake, the TR100. If you watched my Computex coverage from Computex 2024, we saw this case for the first time there and I was very interested in it. Now this is not available yet. I believe one of the first, if not the first, like reviewer, tech YouTuber, whatever, to obtain this case. So I'm gonna give you guys a first look of a build in the TR100 and then we're expecting availability to come later. I can't say exactly when, but within a month or two, these should actually be going up for retail sale. So it will be a bit of a preview build, but this is excellent because it's mini ITX, super small, super portable. So this is gonna be a great solution for us to build in and bring to CES 2025. And that wraps it up for this video, you guys. Thank you so much for watching as I've unboxed a bunch of stuff. I wish all of you a Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, and a Happy New Year. And I hope you have lots of joy and fun this week as you hopefully do some unboxing of gifts with your families as well. I'm going to maybe pour out a glass of this beer off camera, of course. Thanks again, Russ, for sending these over. Thanks to all of you guys for watching my videos. A couple more coming before the end of the year. We'll see you all in the next one.